Susan, welcome to our show. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Now, first tell me, you've done so many things in life. You're the guru of innovation, crowdsourcing, and co-creation guru. Now, what has been your biggest achievement amongst everything?
I don't know. I think every phase of my life I've had a focus, and so achieving that at the time was the most important thing. I don't want to be doing what I've done in the past today, so I think right now I'm most interested in figuring out really what defines different innovation skills, and then finding the most innovative people all over the world, whether they live in a village or they live in a high-tech society, and allowing them to participate in solving some of the world's biggest problems. So that's what I can do through the power of crowdsourcing.
Now, when you say that, I want to understand what is crowdsourcing, because that's a term that many of our viewers, including myself, are not very clear. What is crowdsourcing? What do you mean by that word?
Well, crowdsourcing is really a different way of solving problems. So instead of the traditional way, which is usually experts, with a lot of specialized knowledge trying to solve the problems. Instead, with crowdsourcing, we put the problem out to a crowd, and they may or may not be experts. Most likely they're not experts. But through the dynamics of crowd interaction, which I can explain a little further, they have tremendous power to generate a wide array of potential solutions and debate them and deliberate over them.
If I give you one word, describe that word in a line or two. What comes to your mind first about the word, okay? Engagement.
Well, I'm very focused. So whatever I'm working on, I would say I have a very deep level of engagement in it.
What is your dream job?
I'm doing it.
What is innovation and talent in your mind?
Well, innovation is really about surprise. It's about bringing unexpected combinations together, and talent is magic. I mean, I think we're all fascinated with talent, whether it's athletic or performance or innovation talent. There's a certain magic to it. And I hope it always will have magic.
What about women?
Beautiful, powerful,
Crowdsourcing.
awe-inspiring.
Sexuality.
Whose?
Women.
Well, I saw the debate you had on the program before, and I think that, in a work setting, sexuality, whether male or female, just has no place. I think it's a distraction. So if a man were to come in wearing like super tight pants and a skimpy undershirt, I would think that's very inappropriate. And I think when a woman does the same thing, I feel the same way. So in that regard, I think we're on equal footing. I think gender is part of what I bring. I think my work is very much a reflection of the fact that I'm a woman, and I solve problems in a female way, and so I bring that, and I think that's really powerful. And I'm neither shy about that, nor do I need to push that in anyone's face. A woman walks in the room, everybody knows you're a woman. You don't need to do anything to bring attention to that. Just be with your femininity, follow it, and bring it. And I think it's so valuable and powerful, and there's just really no issue.
Well, apart from sexuality, what other strengths do you think a woman has?
I know I solve problems differently than men do. And I think this is true of the women I work with too, we consider a lot more factors. And I've actually done a lot of work in the past that was in specifically female-oriented products. And so I've had a chance to really study this, and women really do consider many, many, many more factors in making a decision. And so our conclusions are actually better informed, whereas a lot of times guys will go, one piece of information, boom. And we even looked at the effects on financial returns for women investors versus male investors. And over time, women do much better as investors. We don't make as much during the boom markets, but we don't lose half as much during the down markets. And over time, that has a massive effect, and we actually outperform guys. There's just really nothing to worry about anymore. I think we should just leave that whole debate behind and just bring it. Just move forward as a woman and embrace it.
Well, it clearly indicates that you think women could have been a lot more successful if they used, everything in their power. But they are not. So where do you think they dropped the ball? Why do you think that many women are not coming to the top? What would your advice be to aspiring women?
Well, I think there are two things. One is some women really aren't that aspiring. That's something you can't really blame anyone else. So if you really are aspiring, go take action. That would be the same for a man. You have to just go and do it and take risks and get clear and take action. So that explains some part of it. The other piece is that women often go into a business setting and they don't understand that we have to negotiate for what we want. So the reason that guys typically make more over time than women do is that even from the beginning, their entry-level jobs, guys will come in and they'll negotiate for more. And then their raises are all calculated over the years on that higher base. So girls, don't think you're going to walk in and just take whatever they offer you. You have to know what you want, you have to learn that, it's a skill, and you have to also feel, you have to own that you deserve that. So I think part of why I have done well is I'm unashamed to ask for what I need and I want, and I'm also clear that I'm not going to discount myself. So just if you bring that and you carry that in your bearing, I think it makes a huge difference. And so don't think you can just show up and take whatever you're given and you're going to be paid the same as everybody else.
It's a great piece of advice, and thank you so much for giving us that, and I'm going to do that next time.
Alrighty.
When I go in, I'm not going to walk out without getting exactly what I want.
Well, yeah, or at least close to it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.